Hey, what's going on? It's the L7C here, bringing you a Master Duel video. It has been a long time since we brought a Master Duel video to the channel. So I have two duels I wanted to show that I played over the weekend. One is against Full Power Fire, and then the other was a Timelord type deck. So let's get right into it. Master Duel. Still wondering why we can't save more replays, though. Just saying. As we are loading in. Duel. So we are playing, if I remember correctly, we are playing Full Power Snake Eyes. He normal summons Ash Blossom, and then he plays the Sinful Spoils, sends one other face-up card you control, special summon one level fire monster. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to take the Max C. I'm going to Max C him, see if he just ends, or if he's going to do the whole Max C challenge. And he's like, nope, I have Snake Eyes, I have the best deck in the game, so I'm going to take the Max C challenge, and there's nothing you can do about it. So he's going his full combo. And then I'm just sitting here waiting. He did Tactics, Triple Tactics Talent, and he picked Illusion, which makes sense because Illusion makes all this stuff go. But again, we're doing the Max C challenge. And he does not care. He's just going Snake Eyes Popular. Oh, my good old friend Link Karibo. Still glad Link Karibo's in Master Duel. Because obviously in the TCG, on the recent ban list, he was banned. That's my guy, though. Shout out to Link Karibo. He's going. I'm constantly drawing cards. And he is just like, I have Snake Eyes. I'm going to build the Snake Eyes Ultimate board. And then, like, Finisher Rank. I didn't even know they showed Finisher Rank now. So my Max C's going. You're seeing I'm still drawing cards. We'll count how many cards I have. IP Masquerena. Part of the Snake Eyes combo, you get that going because they use that, and he'll do it later on. But this one you're making Promethean Princess. But we're going to get the IP Masquerena back, and then you use that with Appaloosa. So again, he's going Snake Eyes Flameberg Dragon. We're just going, we're going. Target one. Then he brings the Masquerena back. He keeps on going. There is the other one. We're just going to keep going. I just drew another Maxi. That's so funny. He goes into World Scene Dragon. If you don't know what this does, it's actually a really good card. You can only control one once per turn. During your main phase, you can banish all monsters on the field. Then special summon as many monsters as possible that were banished by the effect to their owner's fields, face up or in face down defense position. During the battle phase quick effect, you can destroy cards on the field up to the number of co-linked monsters on the field. Really good card. Really good card. And then he ends. So before I draw, so I did draw there. And like you see, I think I drew Magician Souls. So we'll not count one Magician Souls. I don't think we're able to see the whole hand because of that. But there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 16 cards in hand when you do info because I can't see over there. So I have 16 cards in hand. Alright. Main phase. Activate Salvation to set Eternal Soul. He is doing his Snake Eye thing. I'm going to play this other Max C so that I'm able to draw on his turn because I'm assuming he's going to be special summoning on my turn as well. So we're able to play two Max C's back to back. So Snake Eye Dragon comes back. IP Masquerena comes back. Then my Max C. We set that. Eternal Soul. He's doing some special summons. I draw Super Polymerization. I'm like, alright, well, this game's going to be over. He played this Max C challenge, and he's going to lose on that. Again, he's going. He's still going. Like, I'm still drawing from Max C from this Max C. Doesn't care because he's going to go in the Appaloosa. And, you know, Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, was made with 4, so that's 3,200. Once per chain, your opponent activates a monster effect. You know, negate it, lose 800. And Appaloosa can be destroyed by card effects because of the IP Masquerena that was made with it. Usually with Snake Eyes 2, you want the Link Karibo on the field, which they weren't able to end with. Because Link Karibo, when someone attacks, you can make it 0, and the recursion with the Snake Eyes because they're level 1, which was one of the reasons my guy got banned because of Snake Eyes. Alright, so they're going. I play Circle. Because again, and then I play Soul Servant. Because, you know, I drew 16 plus cards and not a one normal Dark Magician. So I'm actually getting Dark Magician right here. And the thing is, I'm going to play all these cards, and I'm only going to end with the normal 6. So I do Dark Magic, Secret of Dark Magic, Fuse Dark Magician Blue Eyes to get Dragon Knight. The reason being, Dark Magic Circle is going to go off, and it's going to banish that pesky Appaloosa, so we don't deal with the Appaloosa anymore. Because again, Appaloosa only negates monster effects. It doesn't negate spells or traps. So then he is going to play his field spell. And this is actually going to destroy my Dragon Knight at the moment. Dragon Knight's able to be destroyed because I didn't have Eternal Soul face up yet. But it still resolves. Everything's resolving because it was summoned successfully. Circle activates. Appaloosa's gone. So the monster negate's gone. Play Super Polymerization. Discard Dark Magician Girl. Get rid of this 2 in the back because they're fires. So we make the Mud Dragon. So those 2 are gone. Then we do Keeper of Dragon Magic. Discard Rod. Get Branded Fusion. Play Branded Fusion. I actually play this safe because I put the things in defense mode. Send Albaz and Jet to bring Albion, the Branded Dragon. And then we do Monster Reborn to bring back Fallen of Albaz. You're like, why are you doing Monster Reborn to do Fallen of Albaz? Simple. The Albaz was summoned successfully. Discard a card. Gonna take his other monster. And then we made Mirror Jade. So, obviously we drew all these cards with Max C, but a Circle, Super Poly, Monster Reborn, Branded Fusion broke that Snake Eyes board of his. So then we do Soul's Effect to send Dark Magician to the grave. So we can bring back Dragon Knight. Now, Dragon Knight's here. All the back row is protected on my turn. I'm going to flip over Eternal Soul if there's another turn. And you see there, I got Storming Mirror Force set, I got Soul Servant, and I got Infinite Imperm. And we went through all those cards, and now we just have the normal 6. And again, I set those in defense mode. I could have won if I would have put those in attack, but again, I was being more cautious than not. He only has 200 left, and then he quits. So, again, Snake Eyes took the Maxi challenge and lost. Hey, L7C, this is part 2 of the 2 duels I was showing. And this one was against the Timelord deck. That was a very interesting build, so we're going to go over it. As we are loading up. We are loading up. Boom. Alright, good hand for me. Soul, Circle, Secret of Dark Magic, Eternal Soul, Imperm. We do Circle, see if we hit on anything. We don't. We send Dark Magician in the grave to bring souls, and we set 4 end turn. We could flip Eternal Soul, bring back Dark Magician, then fuse it into the Dark Magicians. We got Imperm. So I flip over Eternal Soul when he did Time Maiden, because I'm like, alright, if you're playing Time Maiden, that means you're playing Timelords. And then you see Breath of the Tistinas, I apologize. So then he flipped his Time Lord face down that he special summoned, which is going to come in handy later. Plays the Tistina field spell. This archetype, I mean, it was introduced, really hasn't done much, but they're big level 10s that you can get on the field really easily. So we're doing the effect here. His effect is kind of crazy. During your main phase, you can change as many monsters your opponent controls as possible into face down defense position. Then you can send all face-up cards to your opponent controls to the graveyard. One, non-targeting, just flip everything face down. Like, it's just a non-targeting removal effect. Very good. So I do imperm because I'm like, yeah, I can't have that. I was like, if that would have went through, I would have died. Then special summon Tistina from the grave, so then he's bringing another one. Then these two are going to go for their big monster. Then Tistina does. If this card is special summon, you can send all face down cards your opponent controls to the graveyard. I didn't get that memo, I believe. Then we're going to keep going once per turn. Now it's about to have 2,000 extra attack. I do Eternal Soul because I'm like, yeah, I'm not liking the situation I'm in right now. I do bring Dark Magician back in defense mode. And I'm like, yeah, that's 4K. We got to banish it. You got to get out of here. So we survived that turn. But now it's just Dark Magician. We draw a Keeper of Dragon Magic, which is really good, but we would have to discard a card. We get the card we want to discard, but we're like, nah, we're going to do Dark Magic Attack. We're going to get rid of the spell and traps on the field. Didn't see that card brought back a monster. Didn't like that. Wasn't concerned about that card's effect because, again, we have Eternal Soul, so we're unaffected. Again, we're still not in the best spot. We know we have Keeper of Dragon Magic, so we have one discard. We can win. And that Time Lord's been sitting face down. Now look at that. So, if you look, was able to do Time Maiden. Yeah, Time Maiden activated the effect, banished. So if you go in the banish right here, Time Maiden does effect. You could banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one Time Lord monster with 0 attack from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. You cannot special summon other monsters during the turn you activate this effect. So, and this Time Lord's been chilling face down the whole time. Since the Time Lord's been face down, it didn't get sent back to the deck typically when it usually does. Time Lords, their effects at the end, the next turn, they get sent back to their user's deck. Since it was face down, it didn't get sent back. So now this person has Demigod Tistina, Metin, Mateon, and then Zaphion. So then they both attack. They're all going to get their effects. Shuffle my spell and traps. And then Dark Magician goes back, and I lose that. So now I just lost my whole field. It was a really cool play with the Time Lords, like manipulating, putting them face down so you could have more than one on the field. But now I have my stuff I needed, so it worked out for me. Keeper of Dragon Magic, discard Soul Servant. We're going to play Branded Fusion. We're going to send Whitestone of Ancients and Fallen of Albaz. That's my signature play. Get Albion. Albion's effect's going to go. We're actually going to do the effect because we're playing Time Lords, so we know we're going to need banishing to get rid of Time Lords because they can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So we got to bring out Mirror Jade. And then we actually end. Whitestone goes off. And we get Jet Dragon. So now we're ready. We're seeing what's going to happen on our opponent's turn here. If they're going to get another monster. Alright, so shuffle. This I was talking about the shuffle effect. He gets another one. And we're like, yeah, we're going to Mirror Jade right away. Because this one, if you don't know, at the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, shuffle one card your opponent controls into the deck, and if you do, inflict 500 points of damage. Again, non-targeting, shuffle into the deck, non-destruction, really good. Here's the thing. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this activation. So when this attacks, your card's getting shuffled. You can't do anything about it. Hence why as soon as it was summoned, I Mirror Jade immediately because I know the card. And then they surrendered. Like if I didn't have obviously prior knowledge of Time Lords, because again, I've played Time Lords a lot. Shout out to the captain. But if you didn't know what Time Lords did, you would have just let that attack go through, and then you would have lost your card. With that being said, thanks for watching these duels. Hopefully we'll be back with more content. L7C, signing out.